G'day YouTubers, thank you for tuning in to today's toy review. Once again I've got, a bit of a haircut day from yesterday day on Saturday day. And strangely enough, this room, really, it's actually pretty smelly inside the room, and I have to say, this bedroom really stinks. The bedroom that I'm pretty much, residing here, it's pretty much the most stinkiest and the most pungiest of all bedrooms here, because I have to deal with so much dirtiness there. My floor is dirty, and I also have to say that my table or my desks, the desk that I often tend to work on, with my flip-up toys, is being, cluttered and littered with so much stuff that I feel like I should have been using them. But anyways, I'm just going to be reviewing just 2 flip-up products today. And yes, I have to say that as I'm making this video, I'm using the same noisy train once again. And it really is quite difficult. Whenever I'm making videos with noisy trains like the Tony Bloodell EH500, it makes them very difficult for me to talk to. And I don't know about you, but video production is getting a bit hard for me today. But let's see how this one goes. I've got 2 tropical themed products though, and this train's pretty much, going round and round, almost round and round, because we've got a couple of straight pieces of track, and strangely enough, this place is completely and utterly dirty. I mean, this is just completely and utterly, how do you say it, messy though, in a sense. It's not very nice. It's not very nice being around with this mess in the house. And it's pretty much one of these things, I have to still deal with the amount of messiness that is pretty much around the house, especially in my bedroom though. But we've got 2 water products there to go with though, and they're pretty much, they're tropical themed products there. We've got one which is a Flapping Bird toy product. We'll take a look at that one later on. And we've got this one here to go first. It's called the Flip Flap Origami. Making sure we've got the brand name right on top. And it's called the Saltwater Crocodile versus the Water Monitor, or Asian Water Monitor, Food Chain 5-pack set. Noticing the word Asian is actually a bit, it's a bit hard to see it there, but it looks like it's not clear enough to be seen there, and that crocodile looks pretty much ticked off with that water monitor lizard, which I'll presume is an Asian water monitor, by its territory or either its presence or whatever. And there's the back of the packaging. It looks like we can see a red, obviously it's a red-eared slider turtle though, pretty much after a harlequin, raspberry fish, and a tiger prawn shrimp. I can't really tell if it's a tiger shrimp though, or a tiger prawn though, but yet again they're pretty much the same crustaceans and whatnot though. And yes, this product costs about £7.99 or £8. And as I'm just making this video though, this is basically me making a video just after the September the 11th attack, so this is basically 20 years after that anniversary day, which in a sense sounds completely heartbreaking though. Obviously I was a baby back then, on September the 11th of 2001, so I would pretty much hardly remember that one, I suppose. But I don't know how much I can speak though, but after saying with this noisy train on the background here, it's going to be very hard for me to speak along the way, but I'll have a go and try my own best. There's a bit of a fog in my throat here, eh? But anyways, we've got a crocodile here, which in a sense is a young saltwater crocodile. I believe it's a male. Obviously it's because of the fact there's no eyelashes and whatnot though. And he looks pretty much stunning to look at though. He looks great. In a sense, in the way he's designed, that's a win. But what's quite surprising about this crocodile is that, I know it's got the chopping, got a very nice chomping dual action here, is that it also has licensing info on the bottom here. That is also a very nice factor about this toy. That's something completely and utterly missing, I have to say. But this is a really nice addition to bring back some licensing info, indicating that this product is pretty much a legitimate item. And I've covered crocodiles before though, in a previous video though. It's strange that we've got one coming back here, eh? We've got this water monitor here, the Asian water monitor, which in a sense looks like a plesiosaurus. Obviously from, you know, it's like that swimming dinosaur thing that isn't a dinosaur but a plesiosaur. I think that's a swimming turtle-like reptile with dinosaur-like qualities. But yet again, it is a monitor lizard because it's got that on its mouth. That's pretty much the tongue that you'd find on squamate type reptiles like in lizards and snakes. And that's a bit of an example, eh? And there you go, there's the tail, there's the feet, and there you go, there's the eyes as well, looking a lot more orangey as well though, a bit more menacing and mean looking as well. Also a bit of a double colorization of green and black there. I would definitely say it's a bit like, I can't tell what sort of green it is, maybe it's a bit like grassy green. I can't really say what shade of green it is. But this crocodile does have a couple of shades of green now. You've got that like, this sort of grassy sort of green colour though, matched up with the emerald like green, or darkish green, or maybe it's normal green though, but yet again, these lizards, they look good. And as there's a bit of a comparison though, the monitor lizard has got much more of a smaller head, whereas the crocodile's got much more of a bigger and longer sort of head though, eh? And what's quite strange is that the monitor lizard actually appears to be a lot much more longer than the crocodile itself, which is completely and utterly strange. In a sense, that is completely and absolutely illogical, in a sense that the bodies aren't really pretty much accurate though, but yet again, that's just me. And then we've also got like a shrimp, which is of course a tiger shrimp, or a tiger prawn, what we're going to call it, eh? And it looks quite good. All with those tiger stripes in it, eh? And we've got much more of a cuter sort of face there. There's a bit of simplicity going on here. Looks okay. It's not really pink, but that's alright though. It's just a tiger shrimp though. Just to represent what colour would a tiger be, or a shrimp would be, eh? And if it was mashed together, it would be a tiger shrimp. A bit of a mashup species, whenever I think of it, eh? And then we've also got a red-eared slider turtle. I think I've seen these before in the first product. But what's even unusual is that it's got a name which says red-eared slider turtle. How weird is that? And also the underside of it is also a bit colourful as well. Quite remarkably green, if you ask me. Well, it's not easy being green sometimes. But nevertheless, we've also got this fish here, which in a sense is based on a harlequin raspberry. It's like one of those tropical fishes that you often keep in captivity. It's a little bit like the tiger barbs, but less aggressive, or not really that much of an aggressive looking species of fish. That's very nice. And you know what? That's pretty much great. I've still got some more tropical themed products to make and to deal with, because obviously, you know, I've got an infinite amount of ideas and whatnot there, eh? But we've also got this, which is called the Fifth of Origami Flapping Birds. This right here costs about £12, and it's called the Tropical Wild Muscovy Duck Small Fish Feeding Friendly Flight Pack. And quite interestingly enough, I have seen Muscovy ducks before. Maybe sometime, maybe, you know, here's the back of the packaging. I might come back to that subject later on. I might have seen these before at maybe a zoo or a farm though, I can't really tell, eh? But these are the wild ones. I have seen domesticated versions before. Actually, whenever I think of it, I've actually been to that park a month ago. It was sometime about in early August, I think it was early August. And there's this park in Stourbridge called Mary Stevens Park, and they've got like Muscovy ducks in there. Which in a sense that, although like peacocks in the sense that, you know, they're tropical birds, they're actually very adapted to cold climates. How freaking cool is that? You've got like neon Tetra fish as well into the equation. How cool is that for a bit of a tropical Peninsula / South American sort of theme? There you go. There's the fish. Ducks can fly, but they don't always eat fish, do they? Do they? Not really at all. It looks like the face is going to be weirdly distorted. or disorientated, but this side here looks good. All of these are based on neon tetras though, or maybe cardinal tetras. Maybe they're based on either the two species. But the packaging at the back clearly tells me that they're literally based on neon tetras, which in a sense makes sense though. And as nasty, as this sounds, I almost said the word nasty. I think the part that makes these fish a bit naffed is that the fishies are not that completely entirely made with blue paper. But yet again, that's pretty much my biggest 5 cents. So I've made neon tetra fish before. It's like a bit of a bland looking face. I can't really tell though, but yeah, the camera can just play some silly games and just refuse to focus. That's probably pretty much one of the bigger things that my camera tends to do a lot on my videos. So quite hard to focus on my videos, and there's got a freaking train coming right next to me now. And I've also got another neon tetra fish, and I'm trying to let you guys just to focus on the items that I'm showing you here from the flip out product and not the train, because the train really does take over my videos and whatnot. Overall, it's quite tricky to see the face. Overall, it looks quite good, eh? Whoa! At least I didn't have my hand getting taken over by the train, or taken down by the train. And here's the other fish. Maybe the faces have got a bit weirdly placed on. Maybe it's a bit of a very weird idea there. It's a little bit like, cheapening models, so in a way that, toys are pretty much made in a very cheapish way there. But yet again, that's just me. And you know what? That's pretty much something I'd really like to see. I'm just trying to focus on that fish, and the camera is pretty much playing up to a lot though. I'll have to say it. It's not focusing, but you know what? It's just quite nice though, In fact, I might rub the camera screen a bit there, because it's gone a bit quite nasty there, I suppose, eh? What is wrong with my camera, eh? I've just noticed my legs have been exposed, which is quite strange, eh? But, yeah, it looks like it. Just testing. Oh boy. I just can't even focus on that fish that well, though. Oh my goodness, I don't know why. I must have been wasting a bit of time, though. Stuffing up this video though, but yet again, it's quite a nice looking fish. There you go. I think it's okay, that camera though. Maybe if I grab the other fish. Oh, sorry. Get out of here. Let's see how this camera focuses. Oh wow. Yep, I can see the face clearly. Only just at that sort of angle of the angle. And if I focus here, it's quite tricky, isn't it? Maybe if I see it face a bit upside down. It's really a funny moment of fish, eh? I'm just playing the fish. Interesting, I think my camera tends to play better though when the screen's a bit brighter though. Or when, the background tends to be a bit more lighter in a sense, eh? And there you go, I'm pretty much done with that fish. I'm totally over it. I've been super fishy. But anyways, let's move on to the ducks, which are of course the Muscovy ducks. I think in the wild they're normally quite dark like that. They've got like a beak colorization like that, and they've got like this sort of red head patterning though. I can't really tell what that's supposed to be, but it's pretty much what this Muscovy duck tends to have though, eh? And there you go, there's the back of it, eh? I think Muscovy ducks, in particular with domesticated ones, they're pretty much white. A bit like the mallard ducks, they've got like a whitish and bluish sort of colorization here with blackish wing tips like that, which in a sense in reality I presume they're big. And then you've also got like a greenish body as well, in the middle as well, which looks quite nice. Beautiful yellow eye, and this bird here is a male, so there's a bit of sexual dimorphism. Bit of sexual dimorphism going on here though. I'm trying to speak clearly though, but yet again, that was just me being a bit rough though, which wasn't that great. Here's another one there. Okay, it's a nice looking male. Looks quite nice, isn't it, eh? I'd definitely say there's a distinctive difference between the male. I know the male's a lot more brighter and colourful, and also a bit more stand-out-ish compared to the female. But I'll also definitely say it's also got much more of a distinctive comb on the head. Might be totally wrong though, but I believe that there's another piece of sexual dimorphism going on on the birds and stuff. There you go. That's quite cool whenever I'm flapping it there. There you go, there's the wing detailing like that one, eh? Pretty much typical for a wild male Muscovy duck. And yeah, they actually look quite nice. And we'll take a look at the female, having those distinctive eyelashes. How weird is that? There you go. There's a bit of difference going on here. Noticing that the wing detailing there is a bit more different. There's actually a lot more white over here though. There's actually a third of whites, whereas this one here there's half of whites right over there. And the female, there's a freaking airplane taking over the freaking video alongside of that cargo train as well. It's just so freaking loud as well though. My goodness me, in the sense that as I'm living in this suburban area though, I feel like it's extremely noisy though. It's like if the area is so polluted though. Is it just me, or is it so stinky and smelly and pungently stuffy inside here? I've no idea though. But you know what? It's quite a nice looking female duck, or she looks nice. And there's a lot more green compared to the males though. The males tend to have white on the wings though, but the females tend to have green, which is quite interesting I suppose. And I'd definitely say that the females tend to be, how would you say it? They tend to be a lot much more, how would you say it? I have no idea what I could probably say though, but yet again these ducks, they just look brilliant and totally and utterly awesome and stunning. They're a little bit smaller compared to the males. And I believe wild Muscovy ducks tend to weigh lighter though, I have to say as light as 1.1 kilograms, whereas the males and the females, maybe 5 to 7 kilograms if they were domesticated, I believe. But the wild birds, I believe the wild Muscovy ducks can weigh, I'm pretty sure they can weigh up to at least about 4.3 kilograms. Maybe 4.4 kilograms, I have no idea what I'm talking about that one, eh? But they're quite light though. They're actually not that heavy in the wild, but they're super heavy when they're domesticated. Freaking awesome, eh? Whenever I think of it, eh? Well, you know what? I'm pretty much done with this type product, eh? So, oh my god, I almost puked, but you know what? That's just me. So, sorry for the rough and readiness though. Apart from the fact we've got a very noisy cargo train again and again, as strange as it sounds. If you really enjoyed this video, please give this video a like, subscribe for more flip-flap videos on my YouTube channel. And yes, because it's September, at least I didn't want that much. As always, thank you so much for watching, and goodbye for now. We'll see you next time. Bye bye.